Okay, here's another impulse purchase. I saw this. I've been wanting to get an ARC logo lodge, and this is a number 8. They were asking $135, but I made an offer, and I think it was accepted. So my offer, I think, was $100. Is that way too much? I don't know, but I don't see these auctioned off that much, and I want it for my collection, so I'm gonna see. I'm looking here, and here is a number 7 ARC logo that sold for $185, so I might have gotten a pretty good deal. And here's a number 10 that doesn't have the logo. It sold for $150. Here's a number 3 that's brand, well, not used, but it's got the actual tag on it for $200. And there's a number 10 with the logo that sold for $214. Here is that same auction, and apparently they tried last week and nobody bid on it. And again, another previous week, it sat there at $135. Nobody made an offer or anything. And so it's been around for a little bit. Although here's one, a number 8, that didn't even sell for $70. So I may have paid too much for it. I think this other one is in better condition, but I guess that's what I get for doing my research after I made an offer, huh? I still think it's just a matter of time before the prices of these things go up higher, and these very early lodges are going to continue to become more collectible. Or at least that's my excuse, okay? And here is a lodge without the logo, so the number 8 without the logo. You can see that logo really does add a lot more value to it. So then at the same time, here is one from last month. This is a number 5 ARC logo, and it sold for $118. So these prices are kind of all over the place, I think. And I don't know if a number 5 is more rare than a number 8. And then again, here is a number 9 that sold in February for $50, plus $30 shipping. So these prices are kind of all over the place. Okay, so I was bored and I decided I was going to snipe a few eBay auctions. And I picked up a few things. So we're going to see what they look like when they come in. First off is this Martin Stove and Range number 8 I got for $57 plus $19.20. I feel like I don't have a Martin pan. I see them around, but they always seem to be out of my reach. So I'm looking forward to getting this one. And of course, this hasn't been refinished, so at the worst case scenario, I think I could clean it up and probably flip it and get my money back if I need to. So there's that. And then there's this other pan, this John C. Johnson Company cast iron skillet, Birmingham, Alabama. $26 plus $20 for shipping. Complete wild card. I know nothing about this, absolutely nothing. Since I'm kind of trying to be a bit of a historian, these are the kind of things I want to grab and share with everybody. So we're going to get this thing, we're going to get it in, we're going to see what it looks like in person, we're going to clean it up, and just, analyze it, see what we've got here. Hopefully it's worth the, $46 I paid for it or so. We'll see. So this is an earlier pickup. I don't know if I've actually done anything on it yet, but this was the Waypack Indian head pan that I got, and I paid quite a bit for it, but I've already got people interested in this at a lot more than what I paid for it. You can see how bad it looked in the picture, but I was actually able to make it look really, really nice. So I'm kind of pleased about that. So here's a couple of eBay auctions I'm keeping my eye on. And we've got this lodge number 14. I would love to get a big lodge. I just don't have one. It would be nice to get one. I'd pay $71, but it's going to go for more. We're going to see how far it's going to go. We've got this Erie cast iron number 8. This is a Just a great classic old pan that I think is undervalued and eventually will be worth more. So that's one I think that I could buy, put in my market and make a little bit of money on. Probably not in the Northeast, but down here in the South I probably could. We've got this Griswold skillet. This just is a low price, but it's, I don't know what an 11 1/4 inch skillet is. That a 9 or 10? It's certainly not an 8, so it's a little bit bigger. It's a small block logo. I don't know, but I'm going to keep an eye on it because it's kind of seems to be a little bit low. And then we've got this Martin that I bought. I managed to grab this Martin one. And then this is the one I'm really interested in, but I've run out of credits to be able to snipe. So this is a slant logo Griswold Erie. I don't have any of the ones that just say Erie down here on the bottom. This thing is ugly as sin. This is exactly what I like. They will take returns, so if I clean it up and it's got a crack in it, I can probably send it back to them. $70 already. I don't have a number 7 Griswold, so this would be for my personal collection. And I really want this. It ends in 3 days. It's already up to $70 plus $25, so it's a $100 pan. But I am collecting the Griswolds with the heat ring with the slant logos. That's the era of the ones that I really kind of like. I don't have any with the Erie, which is the earliest ones. Instead of they say Erie, Pennsylvania. So that's just my little collecting fetish. But I don't know. I think the ones without the heat ring that sit flat are going to be more valuable in the long term with everybody that has the induction stoves and the electric stoves. But I don't know. Anyway, I'm keeping an eye on this one. I'm going to try to get it. Again, I don't need to be buying this stuff, but I'm bored, and so I'm going to take you along for the ride, right? Maybe I'll grab this and we'll see in person what it looks like. Speaking of cool deals, look at this beautiful Favorite number 7. I am a big fan of Favorite. I think it's relatively undervalued. This is another one that I think is a good deal at $37 plus $16. I think this is a $70 pan all day long. I really like the Favorites. So we'll see what happens with it. And this is another auction that I'm jumping in on. I am going to snipe the crap out of this thing. So we've got a number 4 Griswold large block logo, not a slant logo. That's a rare size. We have a number, I guess, this is an obscure Griswold that's part of like a double skillet with a cooking lid. So it's kind of like a shallow cooker. I don't know, but I've never seen this before. I looked up that model number and I can't find it anywhere. So it's a very obscure piece. I don't know if this was plated and it's starting to come off. This could be a real gamble. But I do know this number 4 is worth at least $100, $120 by itself. So if I can get this for about the same price, it's worth trying to snag that. So this is going to end in less than a day, and by the time you see this, you're not going to be able to get in on it, but I am, and let's see if I can snag this, right? All right, y'all. Once again, it is unboxing day. So what we've got here are a couple of eBay purchases. Did I get a good deal? Did I get taken advantage of? Let's see how they packed it. I have not done well with packing, but oh, pool noodles, look at that. I did recommend to somebody that they use pool. Now look at that. That's a nice packing job. Look at that. All right, whoever did this, nice job. Nice job. Yeah, look at that. You could probably drop that off of a house and it would probably be, well, who knows, but I'm not going to be doing that. Let's see what I got here. This may very well be the first package I've ever gotten that was really nicely packed. And of course, I'm going to keep all these pool noodles. Oh, this is my Lodge Arc logo. Look at that. Look at that. So I don't have one of these, and I've never seen one, a nice pan out in the wild. Look at that with the sulfur pitting. Wow, that's beautiful. Obverse 8. So this is a very early Lodge. Man, it's in beautiful condition. Looks like it's been scrubbed a little bit, but I don't think it's been sanded or anything. Look at that. Early Lodge logo. This is a very, very early, no notch. Oh, nice. I've wanted one of these for my collection for the longest time. Any cracks in it? Let's see how it rings. Looks good. I see some little sand shift things here and there. You guys look at it. I find the internet people can spot cracks easier than I can. Let's see. Sounds good. Looks good. Woo! I like that. That's a nice pan. Did I pay too much for it? Probably. You know, eBay is kind of like market value plus, depending upon. You know, there's some pans you can't really sell, like the common 3-notch Lodges. I don't think it's worth even trying to auction those. But these earlier Lodges are definitely going for a little bit more of a price. So that's a beautiful, beautiful pan. And it looks like it sits flat. So that's nice. All right, let's take a look at this next package here. All right, so far, pretty good. Let's see what we got. This looks pretty nicely packaged too. I can't even remember what it was I got. There was a couple of auctions that I bid on. This one seems to be, 2 pans. This one seems to be pretty nicely packed too, although it looks like the 2 pans are banging together. I would have put some padding in between them. Oh, this is 2 separate auctions that I did not realize belonged to the same person, I think. John C. Johnson and Company, Birmingham, Alabama. Now this definitely doesn't, I don't think it sits flat, but I believe this is the top of some kind of combo cooker. You see how there's a lid for it? I've never seen these. Somebody pointed out in one of my other videos that I might have run across a John C. Johnson pan. It wasn't marked. So this one is marked. I think I got it for a pretty good deal. You know, it's the whole provenance thing where you're trying to kind of ID stuff. And I like this kind of a cross between a pan and a griddle. It's shallow, but it's not too shallow. Really nice design. Beautiful old patina on it. And that looks really good. I almost don't want to e-tank that, but I probably will, just because the seasoning on it is not very even. So this is my first John C. Johnson. I'm gonna have to do some more research on this. If you guys know about this, be sure to leave some comments in the YouTube video. So I think I won 2 auctions, and it turns out that it was from the same person, so they bundled them. So I saved some money with the shipping. So what was the other one? All right, it's a number 8. That's a weird looking handle, isn't it? I can't remember what this was. Interesting. Oh, yeah. This was one I thought I got a relatively good deal on. It's a Martin stove and range. And I don't really have any Martins, I don't think. I see them around, but they're usually too high priced. And this is a beautiful number 8 Martin. Just kind of a classic. With the heat ring. This is sand shift. Let's hear how this thing rings. Tell me. This should clean up nicely. the classic hamburger logo Martin from Florence, Alabama. So, yeah, that's my take. So we've got a Martin stove and range, a early Lodge Arc logo, and this John C. Johnson. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and enjoying the video series and supporting me thus far by subscribing and clicking like and all of that. And if you want to catch me on TikTok, sometimes I have previews of what I'm working on that I haven't published lately. That's at TikTok/@WisdomStudio. And if you're on Facebook, look up the group Vintage Cast Iron Hunting, Restoration, Identification, and Sales. And until next time.